you've selected the correct CWA, now arrangement type, sorry. Now, obviously with an RA, it's very easy. You don't need to, RAs, you don't need to focus on any of these CRN numbers for children or carers, okay? So you pretty much just go through and submit it. I'll show you in a sec how. But when it comes to CWA, it is a little bit more particular, okay? So the CWA needs to match the information that's already in the CCS database. So what I mean by that is the CRN of the child, as well as the child's date of birth, need to match, right? And also the primary carer, so in this case, Todd Smith, when we click on their profile, and you can do it quickly by clicking this little quick link and opening it in a new tab like I did, you can actually check that they have a CRN and date of birth as well that matches the system. The reason I say it very clearly like that is because any of those will cause issues later, right? When we go through the troubleshooting steps. So essentially create the enrollment. There's a few different things you can do with enrollments. Number one, you can create them. Number two, you can update them. Number three, you can cease them. And number four, you can reactivate them, okay? So I can show you all those steps now, but do note that we do have a guide on all of those as well. So our tutorial format has changed a bit, but I'm using the old software here on the demo site. So it looks a little bit different, but essentially under children, what would yours be called? I think yours is under called CCS usage, I believe, or could be under the children tab. Sorry, I've forgotten exactly what the layout is. You will have sections where you can submit enrollments, you can update enrollments, you can reactivate them and cease them as well, somewhere here, there, okay? So you can do all of that there. Now, when a child has an enrollment, now we use this section on the child's profile called submit/update enrollment to CCS. The way you submit a session, an enrollment, sorry, is very easy. You just select the effective from date. Now, CCS have made it very clear we can only select a date which is today or in the past, okay, to create an enrollment. So today is the 6th or something like that, the 6th of May. So I will only be able to choose this date or anything prior to that as my effective from date. Even if the child's starting, let's say, for example, in 2 weeks' time on the 17th, you just start the enrollment from the 6th. That's not a problem at all, okay? You create their enrollment. And the thing to remember is because we won't be submitting sessions between the 6th and whatever date they're starting, it won't affect their CCS. So it's not like they're going to get CCS from the 6th onwards. They will only get CCS based off the sessions that they submit. So we can start it. That's why they allow us to start it early, but we have to choose a date, which is within their criteria. So basically you choose that as your effective from date and you create the new enrollment to CCS here. Now, once you've done that, assuming you get a confirmation, everything's successful, you get a confirmation message at the top saying your enrollment has been submitted successfully. And what will happen is when you reload that child's page, you'll be able to see an enrollment ID has filtered through here, okay, and automatically generated on that child's profile. And then basically that will start the process on what happens next, which we'll get to in a second. Okay, so that's creating an enrollment. Now, once an enrollment has already been created, if you need to make an update, so basically one thing to note as well when you're creating or updating enrollments, it go